Hey guys, my name's Kyle Blaylock. This is the video portion of my application for LEGO Masters. As a quick recap, I'm 34, I live in Missouri, and I've been back into LEGOs for about 3 years now. After enjoying them as a child, I got my collection back from my mom, and I got way back into it. So I kind of want to show you a couple things I've been working on, pictures I submitted, so now you have some video to see kind of what I've been doing. The first one here is the police station. As I told you in the description, my police station is kind of a collaboration. I got the idea from another LEGO friend, and I actually brought it into real life. It's a modular building, just like the regular LEGO buildings that they sell in the store for modulars. Oops, Goofy is going to the bathroom. Let's scoot away from that there. But eventually I'll have this all built out, and we'll have jail cells in here. But I have a functioning garage right now. So, pretty cool building. It's on a 48 by 48 base. Which most modulars are on a 32 by 32, so a little bit bigger, but it had to be bigger to get the detail I was looking for. As we're painting down the streets, you can also see my palm trees, which I love. Not unique to me, but just really love palm trees and anything to do with beach. Yeah. Oh, that's the truck right there. I did make that. That's my creation. I'm still waiting on some pieces to come out in black, and I can finish that. Okay, next one. This is my medieval cottage that I made for a little competition here in Kansas City with our LEGO user group. The challenge was just to build some sort of medieval structure. Pretty cool, challenging build as far as wall techniques. A lot of texture and pattern here. And then the roof was also a pretty challenging build. I actually used an offset tile technique, which is pretty interesting, and the roof overhangs by a stud and actually sets down into the slope. So pretty involved, a little delicate, but also not super delicate. Probably one of the most interesting parts of this, and the question I get all the time, is how I did this cylindrical roof, or this conical roof I should say. I used wagon wheels and used extra pieces every time to extend the tiles out another space so that I could get that conical look to it. Very simple once you know how it's done, but interesting to put together. Alright. Next is my locomotive, my Kansas City Southern SD 48 wide locomotive, and the tanker. I built the tanker first. Neither of these come from any design or instructions. I just built them freehand. The tanker is a bunch of 2x2 tile slopes, and I made it all circular. The engine is a true, as good a replica as I can get for an SD40. A lot of interesting things about this. I made it also modular so that I have easy access to do repairs or set up my gearing. A cool piece about this is that it's an 8 wide cab with a 7 wide roof and a 6 wide window unit. So I go from 7 studs to 6 studs immediately under it, and I slope out to the 8 studs. Pretty interesting build. I've seen it done before, but a lot bulkier. I kept it pretty slim, and if you're looking through the front windows, you can tell you can barely see anything. So if you're an observer watching the train go by, you couldn't tell that there was a bunch of pieces in there to make this. This was a very interesting piece. What's cool about the locomotive is you can get some video inside here. So inside here, I've left it 4 studs wide all the way back, so I can get my motors and gearing in there. And this is probably my favorite part of this build here, are these turbines in the back roof part, the fans. So very very, I would say I had to think a lot about this to get this design. So I've got these circular pieces here, and I fit the fans in. And I had to do this all and keep it 6 studs wide. So not any room on the sides of these arches to keep them together necessarily. So I used a modified plate and some extra bracing here underneath to get me my back piece. Probably the coolest thing about the locomotive in my opinion. Here are a couple of small works in progress. So here's just a window frame unit that I'm making with some detail. So I have some upside down bricks here with some front plate designs. I'm out of these pieces, but I need more, but with some arch and other pieces. And the whole thing is 2 studs wide. So we don't go any deeper on the backside, but kind of an intricate build as far as brackets and plates are concerned. This is something that you might see on Tips and Bricks in the next 30 days. This is a technique I've been working on. I've been wanting to get something for a boxcar that has maybe a 1/4 stud push out. And this can actually, we found this could be used for a wall technique to give some texture. Pretty simple, but very parts intensive. This is a little Turo knot of brick heads I made for a Lego Ideas competition. They did a space giveaway theme thing. I finished in the top 20. Pretty cool little build. I lost to some digital designers. This is my little brick head trump that I made. Both of those are original. And here is my trump tower. So just started this one last week actually, and as I stated in my application, this is probably my favorite build that I've done. Really cool, very inspired to get this one going. A lot of technical things in here that come from the architecture series that I really enjoy. It is sturdy, so it's very stable. It's not flimsy at all. The base is very, I would say, technical. So I've got definitely some serious snot techniques going on here for my base. It connects down to the base, and I have upward studs to connect my lower platform. My lower platform also disconnects from the base, and you can see where I have a base support that comes through here. And again, more snot techniques. I'm waiting on a couple of color matching dark green pieces to finish these out, but my base just goes right on top. And then I built this core support in here. It goes up to about this top yellow brick, so I have a real strong core, and it goes through and connects at the bottom and holds on the side so it stays sturdy. Another interesting thing I had to figure out about this tower was this top piece. Since I wanted to have a flat top, again I need to order a matching brick here. I wanted to have a flat top, and I also wanted it to line up with my tiles perfectly. I created a solution that gives me a way to attach it to the tower using these clips. That's only a 2 plate deep solution, which was very hard to accomplish because I had to have the snot bricks out here, which didn't give me very much room in here. Last up, I'm going to bring over here is my wind turbine. Oh, I wanted to give some scale for the Trump Tower So the Trump Tower is to scale in the architecture series with the Empire State Building, which I thought was important when building. Just wanted to point that out. All right, my wind turbine. This is a C-based wind turbine. It actually does move. I've got it motorized. You can see my motor's dead. My batteries are dead. So I do have a video of it running though, if you guys would like to see it. But it does work via motor, and pretty cool. This was my second mock yeah, pretty proud of it. I realized that we just skipped my bridge, so we'll come back over here. Lost a palm leaf. So this is my bridge. It's 6 feet long, and it uses inverted ramps to complete how it connects. So these inverted ramp pieces get connected to Technic pins and plates, brackets, and it all comes together. These 1x2 plates are in here with pressure. So I've got a Technic pin and a rubber band that pressurize these against the lips of the ramps for aesthetics. And then here's a little row home thing that I made a long time ago. Let's see, what else? I think that's... Are we 11 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's too long.
It is.